Ladies and gentlemen, we are back! Got another match for you here brought to you by Kibbles and Bits. It's between White.Ra and... well, maybe I should do introduction. I should do this introduction style. Alright, I want to like throw on the Street Fighter voice. Yeah. In the bottom right-hand corner, we have the red Protoss. His name is... White.Ra! And in the top right-hand corner, yes, this is a Protoss versus Terran we're going to be watching today, is the player... oh, see, I always try to get the timings right. Blessed Kalin! Alright, I'm not sure if Kalin, if that's pronounced correctly or not. I was mocking Tt.WhiteRa and Moltrap there for a second, how they always are like, oh, I can never get the timings right. I'm sure it is tough. It's just funny every time they do it. So, if you don't know who Tt.WhiteRa and Moltrap are, go watch the GSL. Awesome. I really like Wolf. See, I don't mock Wolf because he never messes up. No, he does too, but Wolf's... I love Wolf. He's great. Alright, so, yeah. Anyhow, back to the match at hand here. I couldn't imitate that character you see in between the word blast, all capitals, and Kalin opening standard barracks, by the way. So I just made it a period in that little thing. In the bottom right. Yeah, I still have fun making that thing all the time. Alright, so, take a look at White.Ra here. He is chronobusting out them probes like you would expect. This game... see, I hate when patches come out because not only does it make me get off battle.net every time I want to do a replay, but it also means that the game isn't exactly the same anymore. And so, I don't know about you guys, but like when I used to watch like replays, like it was my life, like I pretty much did. I would always like be like, oh, I hate games that are new patch details because I wouldn't know if the pros played any differently now, and like I always felt like if I watched enough replays, you know, then I would be a pro, but the reality is you become a pro by doing lots of practicing. By the way, if you haven't, if you don't frequent Team Liquid, first off, start doing it. Whoa, White.Ra, or not White.Ra, Kalin, SCV, in position. Is he doing a 1-Rax fast expand? Yeah, he is. Look at them minerals. Pulling up. Fill that pool, buddy. Fill that pool, and there he goes. Pulling out, pouring out. Oh my god, so many P words. So the Protoss... he's going down to the bottom right. Alright, so now he knows where his opponent is, but he probably... I don't know why he's not walking over there. I mean, he hasn't seen the base. He's probably expecting a wall off, but he'd actually get a good amount of intel by going... okay, good. So he's... I guess he's looping through the middle, checking for proxy racks or something. I don't really know. Anyhow, this SCV's gonna get up into the base here. And he's gonna see nothing too unstandard except for this oddly positioned pylon. Pretty interesting from White.Ra. I really like this position for this pylon. It would let you warp in some units if you want to like do a flank or something. I like it. Good position because you're not going to have siege tanks sieging up outside your base down here in most cases. That's a pretty inescapable position for Terran to siege up if they opt out of doing it later. So I'm going to call him Kalin because that is more aesthetically pleasing. Kalin dropping the bunker, putting some Marines into it, and this command center is getting ready to wrap up. He is doing... I love, see, this is so MMA style. So many players, oh, man. Alright, so anyhow, dropping the 2 refineries after having dropped 2 barracks. This is like straight up MMA style play right there. He loves doing that TVP, or TVP. So this Stalker gonna poke in now, and he's like, nope, I'm gonna leave. Nice deploy there. Not letting this Stalker do too much bunker harass, you know. And I like hiding behind the weeds here because that negates... This is a move that negates the Stalker range, which is exactly what White.Ra is going to pay for right there. Taking 30 damage, losing 30 hit points. How many ways can we say losing health? There we go. Maybe requiring medical. That's just way too over the top. I've been playing a lot of this game, Deus Ex lately. You guys haven't played it? Pretty good. I really like it. I'm not going to push it like Demon Souls, like Tasteless pushes Demon Souls. He's like, oh, if you don't play Demon Souls, your grandmother's gonna hate you, and if your grandmother hates it, well, you're obviously a terrible person. Like, now, Deus Ex is good, but it's not like Demon Souls good. Alright, so, I was gonna say, we should see some tech or something going down for Kalin here in a second, because he is mining off all this gas. Oh, there it is, the factory. The factory is underway. I do not look at the production tab that often. Every now and then. Probably a lot less than you guys. Warp, warp, wow, prism coming, see, I wanted to say the word warp prism, and I was like, no, that doesn't sound right. It's kind of like if you try to like spell a weird word, and you're like, no, that doesn't look right, but it is right, you know it's right, but it just looks funny. You ever gotten that sensation where you're, I forget what words I've gotten with. But, like, it could be a simple word, like moth. Like M-O-T-H. Well, yeah, that's how you spell moth, but it looks so... Alright, I'm gonna stop, because if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you're just like, wow, this guy's crazy. So, a Zealot drop coming down into the main right now, and I'm surprised Kalin didn't spot that earlier. He did have something, I think it was like an SUV or something, positioned right there. So these Zealots are really just taking these units off the mineral line. That's really all he's trying to achieve here. I mean, he does have a good number of Marines. That's not going to be too effective. Maybe in that he wanted to keep the, you know, get the Marines on the low ground, leave those 2 Zealots, and then come drop on the high ground. And this is just wasting Zealots right now, but he is warping in another 3. So that is going to force these units... Nope, they are not coming up. Good, getting more mining time off. I mean, if you think about it in all reality, these Zealot drops that White is performing right now are doing a good amount of damage because he keeps forcing these units off the mineral line. And, like, you take this many SCVs off the mineral line for that long, even for, like, that short, like, he just took them off for, like, 10 seconds there. That's, like, 100 minerals he missed out on. Maybe 150. And, yeah, he lost, you know, more Zealots than 100 or 150. First off, he pulled off way more than once. Pulled off these guys, like, 3 times. He has to re-put on gas, and it's just, it's also micro time he's not spending, but we'll move on from that. That's a lot of saying the same things a million times over and over. So, a really fast third from Kalin. And I don't know what I think of this, because WhiteRa has not yet expanded. And he's actually going for a Colossus drop right now. And WhiteRa has not yet expanded. I'm going to say that one more time. WhiteRa has not yet expanded. So, like, that's a big deal because the Protoss is trying to take a third right now. He has not even saturated his these bases, his natural and his main. And, ooh, see, no Warp Prism update either where they have 100 shields instead of 40. That is not yet implemented. So he's trying to get this starport out, likely to get a Viking and just end these harasses. But, well, that's not going to happen. Because that SUV's gonna die. See, WhiteRa knows what's up. He's like, you're trying to get a Viking. I'm not gonna let you do that. So it looks like WhiteRa is gonna make somewhat of a push now. He's got 2 Zealots on the way: Stalker, Colossus, Sentry. And what he's gonna be able to do, these bunkers, yep, they're gonna be useless. Because if WhiteRa wants to, he's got this Colossus just being a pain, right? And is he deploying these Marines? Yes, he is actually sending out his Marines, and this is devastating because now if WhiteRa drops these units onto the high ground, these Marines will be completely out of position. And it looks like that, he's moving his Zealots around. I don't know exactly why he's going for that. He does see these Marines are out of position, so I would really like to see him use this dropship, drop these units up here, but, you know, at the same time, he doesn't want to overcommit. He has not seen that Kalin has dropped his third, so he expects more forces out of Kalin, and those forces are non-existent. But with the thermal, does he have thermal? Yes, he has extended thermal lances. I haven't been looking at their base enough to see tech routes. But basically, this is going to be like the most expert micro decision from WhiteRa ever. Because he needs to micro this perfectly. If he doesn't, he lost this game. Because Kalin's on 3 base right now. But this is a very great timing for him to be going up against somebody who went 3 base. I wonder if he's... Wow, those 3 Marines just got absolutely put into an oven and devastated. So now these Marines are just going to melt like butter. If you've ever put butter onto a hot stove, you'll know what I'm talking about. Because that's... you know, very akin to how quickly these units are melting. And pretty much everything right now is just getting absolutely clustered up into a giant ball, which is perfect for these Colossi because of the sentries. He tried to AWOC these and obviously went up to his base. And wow, what a fast game from Kalin. That's one of the downsides to taking a fast third, but then also perfect execution from WhiteRa. Just keeping these, he was really good at dropping those Zealots and just keeping look, 100 minerals here. He lost minerals when he lost some SCVs and pulling the SCVs off and dropping a bunker here. He's dropping things all over the place, just wasting minerals because he couldn't spend them because he didn't have them. But a really great job there by WhiteRa, utilizing his, it had to be higher APM. It wasn't, so I'm going to say the Terran had to be a spammer because WhiteRa obviously doesn't spam much at all. And his APM was just off the hook. Not like the APM rating, but his ability to just use those drops to just harass the crap out of the Terran, get them all discombobulated, and then smack him in the face when he's discombobulated, which is exactly what happened here, and he won. So great game for WhiteRa. That was a fun one, and it was nice and short. So I'll catch you guys on the next replay. Peace!